Hello and welcome to my video, all about how to quill with metal. I've done paper quilling before and I just thought it'd be an interesting idea to try and quill with metal strips rather than paper strips. So today I'm going to be making a little sign for my YouTube channel, but obviously you can apply this technique to your own project. In order to follow along, you will need a small piece of wood, some flat aluminium wire, some bail making or wire looping pliers and other jewellery pliers, gesso and acrylic paint, wire cutters, glue, a ruler, some paper, a pencil, a pair of scissors, some safety glasses, painter's tape, maybe some tweezers, and a computer and printer if you have them. I'm also going to be using a bandsaw, but don't worry if you don't have one. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is cut out the piece of wood that you want to use as the base. You can use really any wood for this, whether it's MDF or hardboard or plywood. I'm using a piece of 3mm MDF that measures 13 by 21.5 centimeters or 5 by 8.5 inches. I then painted the wood with gesso. I chose gesso because it's thick and opaque and the coverage is a lot better than acrylic paint. Then I left it to dry, and then I finished with a layer of white acrylic paint. Once that's dry, it's time to add the letters. The wire that I'm using for this project is flat aluminium wire that's 5mm wide and 1mm thick. I used about 10 meters of the silver wire and about 2 meters of the pink wire. Choose the words that you want to make and then type these words into the computer or draw them out. I personally typed my channel name, which is Rockily DIY, into Photoshop, and then I tried to find the chunkiest sans serif font possible. Basically, you want the letter shapes to be as simple as possible. I changed the words to a white colour, then I went to Edit, then Stroke to add a black outline. I made sure the letters were the same size as I wanted the final letters to be, and then I printed these out. You then need to shape the wire so it follows the outlines of these letters. I use my jewellery pliers to do this. It can take some finagling, but it is fun to do. Whenever you're cutting the wire, I would recommend wearing safety glasses just in case. To make your life a bit easier, you can use some large bail making or wire looping pliers once you get to the curves. And once you've done that, they should look something like this. In order to help me place these letters onto the board, I then cut out the words very closely. I centered these words onto the board, making sure they were exactly where I wanted them. Then I placed some tape along the top and the bottom. Remove the pieces of paper and then glue the wire letters in place. I started with the first letter and the last letter just to make sure that these were the same distance from the edges. For the glue, I'm using UHU all-purpose adhesive. Mark on the tape where each letter begins and ends, and this will be a guide. Once the letters are attached, it's then time to fill in the spaces around them with silver wire shapes. To do this, I'm mostly using the smaller wire looping pliers. You'll probably first want to try and fill in the smaller gaps between the letters. It's best to make a variety of shapes and sizes. I mostly made spirals, scrolls, and waves. I also made a little heart for inside one of the O shapes. It's a time-consuming process, but it's also fun to do. In the gaps between the E shapes, I made some loops that you can see here. However, I thought that looked too busy, so I ended up replacing a couple of them with wavy lines, like so. And once you've made a fair number of shapes and you're happy with their position, it's time to glue them into place. To help you do this, it's very handy to have some tweezers or needle nose pliers. Again, I just used UHU all-purpose adhesive. Then you make more shapes and glue those down, make more shapes and glue those down, and so on. I think it's more efficient to glue the shapes in batches. And here you can see the result. You can then finish your sign however you wish. Because I have access to a bandsaw, I decided to saw off the sides. So first I added some masking tape to the sign where I wanted to cut, and then I just sawed straight through. If you do this, make sure you wear safety glasses because these wire shapes can ping off in any direction. And also be careful of sharp edges. And here you can see those cut edges. Once I peeled off the tape, some of the metal pieces came off too, so I had to re-glue. Then I made a border out of the pink wire to finish off the edges. Then I glued this into place. Then I repeated that once again to make sure all of the wooden edges were covered. I then took this sign over to a bin and used a brush to remove all of the little flecks of metal. And as the very last step, I then glued some yarn inside the letters. And that's it, that's how you quill with metal. I really hope you enjoyed this project and thank you very much for watching.